Welcome to my new series where I try to cook real Korean food from home in hopes that I can satisfy guests with my recipe. This is Art's Cookbook. Recipe number 2, Haemul Pachon. If I ever leave Korea, Haemul Pachon, the seafood pancake, will be the food that I miss the most. That is why I wanted to learn how to cook it.
아무래도 겉이 좀 바삭하게.
Firstly, I wanted to check out a restaurant called Insadong Sujebi, hidden in the alleys of Insadong, to get an idea of what is to come. A lot of places are really modernized, and it's cool, but the idea of this series is to cook traditional Korean food, so I thought maybe this is a place to try out. And plus, that's super good reviews, and it's hidden in an alley, which is always a plus. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. Are you ready to eat pachon for the next couple of days? No?
반죽을 좀 오래 저어야 돼요.
아, 오래 저어요?
네, 처음에 반죽만. 다른 팁은 특별히 없어요.
맛있죠.
아,
감사합니다. Again, I don't know which YouTubers or bloggers to trust. Honestly, I don't trust any of them. So I'm gonna have to try quite a few recipes. The next day, I headed over to the 2022 Sea Farm Show.
양식 수산물에 관심 가져주시고 맛있게 즐겨주실 것을 부탁드립니다.
After watching the opening ceremony, I thought it would be fun to run around acting like a journalist, hoping that I would be on the news.
양식 산업도 첨단 미래 산업으로
팔인해주는 라이브 커머스 쇼와
Mission
정상
successful.
부딪혔잖아.
We're dead. 잘했어. We all dead. After solo crashing the boat and eating every available sample on the floor twice, I needed to talk to a real Korean chef to ask him for help in my recipe. I think I can trust him.
튀김가루 뭐 한 7, 뭐 부침가루 3, 아니면 6대 4, 뭐 이런 식으로 비율로 섞어서 하면은 아무래도 겉이 좀 바삭하게 드실 수 있는 부분이 있어요.
감사합니다.
감사합니다. No, it's by two, just in case.
Okay. Do you like this bread?
Which
or
one?
오뚜기 better?
I like otogi. Yo, otogi, throw me a sponsor, man.
My mom says are gonna having fun to trim it
Oh, that?
because it's a lot of work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Last episode, it took me 7 days of cooking to figure out a recipe. So that's why this time I gave myself a 48-hour time limit. Now I do have a plan. My angle of attack for this recipe is going to be a little bit different than what I did last time. First, I want to figure out how to make delicious, crispy hachon. Just pancake. One, because seafood is expensive and I'm broke. And two, well, actually, it's just the first part. You know, one of the greatest rules of investing is to do your due diligence, right? You shouldn't blindly follow somebody, invest in something just because somebody heard something or said, yeah, trust me, bro, it's gonna moon. It's gonna moon, bro. It's gonna go to the moon. Do your own research. I don't want to blindly follow one recipe just because someone's famous or has, a lot of influence. I need to figure out for myself. Because my whole life when I cooked for people, it was only at home, and it's because the people that I would invite to my house, I had a certain connection for them, or you can say love, and I know that sounds cheesy, but yeah, I really want to make sure that when somebody eats something, they smile and they're happy, because that's the greatest reward for me. Look how pretty that looks. Looks like fresh from the garden, you know? Fami, what are you doing, man? First, I need to figure out which mix works the best.
Do you remember which one is sparkling water and the
Oh shit. Okay, I fucked it up a little bit. My first time, man. Wish me luck. And I failed. No! Okay, we're okay. So this is the water. That looks good, yeah? It's too thick. Sola made a good point. I didn't make the batter watery enough. So that's why the pancake is a bit thick. First time I messed up, the batter was too thick, so I made the batter thinner. But I made another mistake, I put too much batter. Oh, this is a disaster. Underwear?
Wow. Looks so ugly.
Don't you judge me. Damn it, every time I think something's gonna be easy, it never is. Let this be a life lesson, nothing's easy. I was thinking I was using my American brain because Americans like pancakes. Our pancakes are thick, right? Well, it's still crunchy. Yeah, it's clear as day. Like this is the one. So if you like soft, 50-50. If you like flavor and something delicious, 70-30. Next, I need to figure out the cooking method. Note to self, it is not an American pancake. First, I'm gonna try it this way, see how it goes. So much better. You wanna try it?
Too much pepper.
Too much pepper.
Yeah. Too much onion.
Too much onion, that's true. I want more crispiness. Like, I
Yeah.
want that crispy dough. Like, for now, it's too much soft onion. First, sound test. Please be crispy. Yeah. This is it. You know you want to buy it. What? You like it? 맛있어. 어?
와, 맛있다.
진짜요? 거짓말 아니야?
거짓말 아니고. The best pajeon so far.
No. Wait, question. Because your mom makes really good pajeon.
Yeah.
Is it better than your mom's?
No.
What does she do different? Now I finally feel confident to buy some fresh seafood and throw it in the pancake. Come on, man up. It's just food. It's such a weird texture. No, I dropped it in there. You have to understand, I'm always cooked meat in my life, not squid. Something about squid, it's like an alien, you know? That's what it, I'm gonna Google how to properly clean squid. Okay, so what do I do?
Just slice through this section
Ready?
here. Now just have a look inside.
Ah! Oh my god, that is some freaky stuff, man. Look at that, it's a teeth. By the way, as you can see here, I read online that some people recommend to take the skin off, like the head of the squid, but some people say it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna try both. Why not? Because I don't know. But I guess now I know how to clean a squid. Not good at it. I got to learn something new, so I'm happy. The suction cups on the tentacle, right?
Yeah?
Like the hard ones, she cuts them off with scissors?
Yeah.
The suction cups are much harder than I expected. I can see why they say remove it. I was reading online that you can actually eat the digestive tract, but I don't know, to me it's kind of gross looking. It's not really that appetizing, and plus I'm trying to feed somebody too, you know? Because also look here, I open this up and now I want to rewash it because it seems like there's like sand in there. It's kind of gross. I was starting to run out of time and I still had too many questions unanswered. So I decided to split the Haemun pacheon in 3 different ways. Squid with no skin and skin, half with an egg and no egg, and another with the seafood pre-seasoned and not seasoned. Okay. Here we go. Wish me luck, guys. Because I literally have no freaking time right now. Okay. I don't have time to record because I need to prep, and also I still haven't figured out the sauce. I don't have time. Stop eating! Why am I yelling at this? After praying to the one true God, Baek Jeon-won, please make my pancake super delicious. It was finally showtime. Amen. Who are you? Gotcha!
Hi, I'm Juliet and I'm a designer.
I do have to apologize in advance.
Okay.
Please have super low expectations.
Okay.
Expect it to taste bad.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty scared.
Okay.
Here's the scariest part of this entire journey. This pancake has required flipping, but that is something I haven't practiced at all, and my spatulas were just too small for the job. So I decided to risk it and go for the flip. Can't believe that worked. So, but it should be purely Korean, so.
Okay. Cheers.
You don't have to drink it, by the way.
Oh, it's good.
It's just a formality.
So what I don't like about like some pajeons, like a store-bought, a restaurant, like, you know, they are too thick. It's thin, so I like it better because it's like cooked all the way to the end. Oh, it's really good. I would say it's even better than your tteokbokki. Can I ask you to cook this for me? I'll bring the ingredients.
Yeah, no problem. With some leftover ingredients, I decided to make them one more pancake, but with one major difference. This one has no egg. Better, right?
Okay, the second one is so much better. Like,
So you
without
lied about the
eggs.
first one?
I mean, that one was good, but this is like another level. This is like a Michelin star.
This is the one I tell people to cook at home.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
I will leave a recipe for regular pachon and hemul pachon down in my description. But I'd like to share with you the one thing that I think really made the flavor stand out. And that is to pre-season the seafood with some sesame oil and pepper. Because without it, I think it tastes a little bit too bland. Also, I'd like to share with you, in my opinion, what I think the best dipping sauce is. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, 1 tablespoon of water, half a tablespoon of red pepper flakes, and you can add a little bit more if you'd like, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds. Onions and scallions are optional. I personally like to add a little bit of scallions. And then just mix it up and enjoy. Oh, that's delicious. Art's note. Today was an affirmation to self that nothing in this world says that I love you or I care about you more than cooking a delicious meal.